Welcome to Master of the Game. I am Juice, and today I want to talk about some Palladium grab bags that I bought, but I also want to talk about what's coming for the channel, a couple other things I got, and some other things that I'm waiting on to come in the mail. So, let's get started. So first of all, I had already done a video recently about the 2 grab bags I ordered a couple weeks before the end of their deal here early in January. And I was very happy with what I received. I got 2 sets of the bookmarks, which I was thrilled about. I used to have them a long time ago. I lost them, or they're in books somewhere and I can't find them. Either way, I've got 2 new sets of that, so I'm excited and appreciative of that. I did get most of the remainder of my Palladium Fantasy series. I got the Western Empire, the Balgor Wastelands, and then the updated and expanded Yinsloth Jungles, all of which I was thrilled about, absolutely thrilled about. I only had one more book to get, and that was The Wolfen Empire. So I did go on eBay, found someone selling it for a pretty good price. Picked this one up for about $15. That included shipping. It even has their receipt in the book still from where they bought it from. So I know exactly how much they paid for it. They paid $25 for it. They also bought an eye for an eye at Palladium Books. So yeah, there's that. Does it have a date on here? It does. They ordered this, or they bought this October 25th, 2009 at 2:24 p.m. Heck, that was before I met my wife. But yeah, I thought that was kind of funny. I'm going to keep that in there because I think that's kind of funny to do. But yeah, it's in really good shape. It's probably just been sitting on a bookshelf. It doesn't look like it's really been read. You guys know, if you have been buying the softcover Palladium books for any time, if you've read or used a book a lot, you get that curling on some of these softcover books. But this is in relatively good shape. So he's probably flipped through it, maybe referenced it, but I don't know. But either way, I now have that, so I'm pretty excited about that. Anyways, the second part of that grab bag, that first grab bag I ordered, which was 2 grab bags, came with Rift's Book of Magic, which is a beefy book. Rifts Under Seas, which is a really nice book. I was showing that to my kids. Actually, I showed all these books to my kids, but Rift Coalition War campaign, and then Triax and the NGR. So those were the books I got in the first 2 grab bags I ordered. It was so good, and I was feeling so inspired that I went through, I cleaned up my wish list of books, and I have started trying to chip away at my Rifts collection, which my Rifts collection is not large, it's not very deep, so I went through it, came up with about 20 books I really wanted, and submitted it. Basically the day, either the last day or the day before the last day, to get your grab bags in. So it was either the 13th or the 14th. But I got that order in, and it hasn't shipped yet. We're sitting here on the 20th. I know that Kevin had a convention, I think, on the East Coast somewhere that he was going to. So I don't know if all the guys went, and they'll just get to it later this week after, a couple days. But it's Tuesday the 20th now. I'm really eager to see what it is, because I'm going to do another opening and unboxing. And that'll go in the playlist that I created. So if you want to see the playlist, click that link right here. You can go check out the playlist of all the grab bags I've gotten over the years. You'll see some of the earlier ones do have those same Palladium Fantasy books in it. Through the moves and everything over the years, somehow I didn't have them anymore. So I had to ask for Balgor Wastelands, Yinsloth Jungles, Wolfen Empire, all that stuff all over again. Sucks because I had all of it at one point, but it's okay. But anyways, I'm going to be doing, and this is the exciting part of this video. Well, before I get into that, I did show these books to my kids, my 7-year-old, my 10-year-old, my 14-year-old, my wife. They thought the art in here was amazing. In mostly the Rifts books, they thought some of it was very cool, and So who knows? Maybe we'll get a Rifts campaign going with the family alongside our D&D campaign. I don't know. I think that would be pretty awesome, to be honest. But now the exciting part. You guys probably have heard me talking more about Palladium again lately, especially leading up to the end of the year. If you're on my Discord, you've probably seen me talking about stuff. I said in 2026 I'm going to get back to the things I love in role-playing games. Obviously, you guys know I played D&D 2024 right now a lot. I've played a ton of D&D in the last 12, 13 years. But I'm going to get back to the original plan I had a few years back. I am going to be doing a Introduction to Palladium series. We are going to talk about the Palladium Books system. We are going to then talk about the few game lines I'm familiar with: Palladium Fantasy, Heroes Unlimited, and Rifts. Now, you know that I've already got a playlist on this channel for Heroes Unlimited, so if you're interested in that, again, click on the Heroes Unlimited playlist. It does kind of go into some of the mechanics of the system and stuff, but we're going to go deeper. We're going to talk about the different, classes you can play and how those lead to different types of characters or heroes. We're going to talk about the different books in Heroes Unlimited, from the GM's Guide, All of the Powers Unlimited books, Aliens Unlimited, Villains Unlimited, Gramercy Island, Century Station. We're going to talk about all that. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm actually going to start the series with an intro to Palladium where I talk about the rules. We're going to go into fantasy first. After that, I want to talk about the world of Palladium Fantasy. I want to talk about each book and what is in it, what classes and races you can play, what the overarching theme is, and things like that. And I plan on going through each book. I have an order of how I'm going to go through it for Palladium Fantasy. If for whatever reason, down the line, let's say they release Land of the Damned 3 or Book of Magic 2, I'm going to have spaces in that playlist reserved for those books. So I can always, even if, 3 years from now, record that video and then slot it in there. So there will be things like that. My hope is that, one, we can get more people to be interested in Palladium books. Two, this can be hopefully a resource that you can share with somebody you might want to play Palladium Fantasy or Heroes Unlimited or eventually Rifts. And it's going to kind of contain these book reviews / just what is in this book, how is this going to help you in your campaigns, things like that. These are geared probably towards people who haven't played Palladium books or are just getting their feet wet in the system. So, it's if you are an established Palladium books fan, I still really hope you'll watch these and give me feedback. I am always open to constructive feedback. If there's things I missed, or whatever in any of these Palladium books videos, I will add a little video into the playlist after it that's correcting my mistakes, or kind of like an errata type of thing. So if there's anything like that, feel free to let me know. On top of that, if you are a longtime Palladium books fan and you would like to be involved, help me make this the best series I can. I'm always looking for additional help and things like that. If you want to join my Discord server, we can discuss it there. I'll create a channel specifically for the Palladium series. It'll be locked down for just whoever's interested in actually helping with this. I will probably be looking for people who are very familiar with specific game lines like Rifts, Palladium Fantasy, longtime GMs of those settings. Again, I got into RPGs because of Palladium in '97, and I will always have a fondness for this game. I will always be interested in playing it. Heck, I enjoy running it. Now, I run a very loose version of the rules, but I am always interested in hearing and talking to other Palladium Books fans. And if this is something you guys are interested in, my Discord is a great place to discuss it. Would love to get more Palladium Books talk going over there. I try to be a welcoming, inclusive space for people in my Discord. So, you know, it's a spot for you to bounce off, you know, ideas, discussions about role-playing games, house rules, things like that. I've picked up some new miniatures lately. I was at Walmart. I don't shop at Walmart usually. I usually kind of scoff at the idea of shopping at Walmart, but Walmart is kind of right across the street. I usually shop at Meijer, or I try to go elsewhere. But I did pick up this while at Walmart. It's the Stranger Things Heroes of Hellfire set. Has like a little Demogorgon. I'd like to get the new, bigger Demogorgon from WizKids. But it's got their characters. It's got Lady Applejack, Sundar the Bold, Nog the Dwarf, Tyr the Paladin, and Will the Wise. So, very cool minis, actually. Look really nice. So, I really like those. Right now, just waiting on a couple more Palladium Books grab bags. And the next video probably on this channel you can see will either be that one, if that comes soon, or hopefully by the end of this next week, hopefully the very first Intro to Palladium Books video in the series. Thank you guys for watching. This was my little channel update about what you can kind of expect in the very near future. If you like what I talked about in this video and you want to help support the channel, make sure you drop a like, make sure you are subscribed, and stay tuned for what we have in store for you. This was Master of the Game. I am Juice. Game on.